Happy Members Monday, everybody. We're getting started shortly. What's up, everybody? Welcome down to the Mac Cave. You found your way to Mac Cave Gaming, and it is Members Monday. What's going on, Cave Dwellers? Good to see all of you here. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to do an unboxing tonight, and I'm really excited about this one because, in all honesty, it's going to be a surprise for me, just like it's going to be for you, because I completely forgot what comes with this thing that we got. And then I also have another surprise to show all of you guys tonight. So we're going to have some fun tonight on this Members Monday. And I got to point out that we got Alan in the house tonight. Let's go. Alan is a cave dweller. Dude, so good to have you here, man. I'll tell you, man, it honestly feels weird when you're not here. So it's awesome that you're finally here, man. It's awesome. Good to see you, dude. Black Dragon is here. What's going on, man? Good to see you here. Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan says, hello, Matt Man of the Mac Cave. Remember Alderaan and remember the plight of the clankers. Dude, I fired up a little bit of Battlefront again earlier this afternoon just as a test. Just to see, I was like, hey, well, what about like midday? Let's see what's going on. It was dead. It was completely dead, dude. It was completely dead. Oh, boy. I bring the ale. That's awesome, dude. Yes, you do. You do bring more awesome. That's awesome, guys. Good to see all you guys here. How's everybody doing this start of the week so far? I had a weird day at work today, trying to get certain things running. My system, I don't know what was wrong with the system today. It's we run everything on a VPN through work, and I don't know what was going on with my computer, but it decided to run slower than a snail fart, and I don't know what the heck it was trying to do. And the fan was cranking, and I'm like, what? It's a laptop that I use for work, and this thing was not happy. It was not happy. So I'm debating on whether or not I should open it up myself and maybe clean it out and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's not mine. It's the property of my company, and so I don't want to like accidentally cause any issues and everything. I've opened up plenty of laptops in the past. It's been a long time since I've done that, but I've opened them up and changed out RAM and stuff like that in them. But I don't know. Maybe it just needs a cleaning. I don't know. But this thing was so wildly slow today that it was incredibly frustrating just trying to get my job done today. It was nuts. It is weird when I'm not here. Yeah, dude, Alan, it's like, it's so weird that like we reach a point in the week where it's just like, we got Alan, we got Alan, we got Alan. No, Alan. So I'm so happy that you're finally here for a Members Monday. Darren, what's going on, dude? He brought the chill. Let's go, man. I appreciate it. Speaking of the chill, it's freaking cold out tonight. It says it's 35 degrees out, but it feels like it's in the teens. And I don't know what's up because it really wasn't like all that windy. So not on topic for anything, but hey, it's Members Monday, so just like whatever happens. You want to know what really grinds my gears? The weather. How can you say it's 35 degrees out but feels like it's 16? If it feels like it's 16, isn't it 16? How can one temperature feel different than the other? It drives me crazy. This is like forever for me. It's one of my like weird pet peeve things. I'm like, just tell me how cold it is out there or how hot it is or whatever. Like the same goes in reverse in the summer. It's like, it's 80 degrees, but it feels like it's 97. Which is it? How hot is it out there? How cold is it out there? Just tell me. But I can tell you, it definitely did not feel like 35 out there. It felt colder, so that's the number I guess I'll go with. Your weather's been unreasonably warm. Yeah, it's been weird this past week. The temperatures technically went up because we reached into the 40s and then we're in the 30s. But every day it says it feels like it's in the teens, and it does. It's freaking freezing out there. But the weather says it's supposed to be warmer. I don't know. I don't get it. It's all science, I guess. Science that I didn't pass in school or whatever it was, because I don't know what the heck they're trying to tell me. Just tell me how cold it is out there. But I got the heater on down here, and actually it's been going for a while, and now it's actually a little too warm down here, so I probably should have turned it off, but I'll turn it off before I go to bed tonight. But anyways, there's my little rant for the start of the member stream. But very good to see you guys. Tonight, what we're going to do is we are going to unbox this collector's edition of Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. This is the PlayStation 5 version right here. And then I also got the standard Nintendo Switch copy of it. I'm going to open this up first, and we'll take a look, see if there's anything special inside. There probably won't be. But the real thing we're here for is this collector's edition on the PlayStation 5 of the same game. And I was checking because when this arrived, I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot that I ordered this. I had pre-ordered this back in August, like towards the beginning of August. And I remember seeing that Limited Run Games was putting this out, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool looking collector's edition. I'll get that one. And it's been so long now, I have completely forgotten what's included in here. So I have no idea what's inside here other than the game itself. So it's going to be fun. I know, look at the clankers. I love this box. The box looks so cool. So I'm really excited to get into that. And then after we do the unboxing, I got something else to show you guys. Something else arrived, and I am so happy with it. I am so happy with them. It's just, wait till you see. It's gonna, to give you a hint, last week I showed you guys just pictures, little preview images of what it is, but those do not do it justice. To finally have these in hand, it's awesome. I am over the moon. I am so happy. It's just, oh my God. I can't wait to show you guys that. Black Dragon says the weather has been really goofy this winter. 75 one day, 30 the next, then 70, then 20, then 85, then 40. I swear Mother Nature has to be going through menopause. Yeah, dude. The weather's so weird these days. All the seasons, I swear, the seasons have, like, shifted. Like, I was talking to my kids around Thanksgiving and explaining to them, said, when I was growing up, winter was basically like it started in November. And I remember growing up and having plenty of Thanksgivings. It was snow outside, like a lot of snow. And then we would get snow throughout November, December into January. And then things would start to calm down in February until we got to March when things all got nice and warm. But everything seems to have like shifted forward. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's all different. We don't have the same weather like we used to have when we were growing up. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like the direction it's going, I feel like sometime in the future, maybe not in my lifetime, but sometime shortly after that, the seasons are going to have to change. Like bump them over like several months. The months are going to be different for the different seasons. It's weird. It's freaking weird. But, I can't remember the last time we had snow on Thanksgiving, but I remember growing up and that happening pretty often. And, geez, I have home movies from when I was a kid in the 80s and the 90s of me and my brother playing out in the snow, and you could see the date on the camera, and it was November. So, I don't know. Really, really weird. Super, super weird. But, anyways, I'm excited to get into this box, guys. I'm also excited to continue Resident Evil 4 Remake later this week on Thursday. Man, I had so much fun replaying that with you guys, and man, I'm having a blast being like neck deep in Resident Evil, being that my favorite franchise, and to be able to like run through it with all you guys. It's pretty awesome. Something that, in case anyone wanted to check it out, because we did play the original Resident Evil trilogy, the PS1 versions, but we played them on the PC. If anyone wants to catch up on the remake story, if you're not familiar with it, but want to see what happened in the remakes of 2 and 3, I made a movie on the channel. It's called The Fall of Raccoon City, and it's on the channel, and I combined 2 and 3 remake, but in chronological order of the events. So it's a pretty cool watch, and that'll get you the whole remake story and everything in there. But, the overall plot and everything is basically the same, between the originals and the remakes. So nothing too crazy if you don't catch it. But if you want to have a cool, like, little Resident Evil movie night, I do have that video on the channel, and it actually did really well, that video. It was one of my better ones out there. I got to do some more game movies. I was thinking about turning Jedi Fallen Order into a movie. I just got to do a full replay of it, but make the gameplay feel cinematic. Like, that's what I do with those. I did the same thing with the God of War games, 1, 2, and 3, and then God of War 4, the one that came out, years later, where he's got a son and all that. What I do while I'm playing is I try to very strategically maneuver the camera and keep things during gameplay to feel cinematic. And so I got to do the same thing with Jedi Fallen Order and just pick my moments, because then as I'm playing the game, I'm taking notes of like where I'm going to edit things out and where I'm going to keep moments and what kind of angle I want, where I want the camera pointing. Do I want to spin the camera around so that we're looking like directly at Cal Kestis? Stuff like that. So I kind of like piece it together in my head of how I want it to play out like a movie. So I think Jedi Fallen Order is going to be my next one that I turn into a movie, basically. So, and they're always fun doing that. Steve, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Yes, movie edits. Oh, yeah, dude, I have so much fun making those. They are very time consuming. So it's, because you gotta literally play the entire game and capture it, and then you gotta edit it all together. The nice thing with the editing process with that is that there's lots of chunks that you could just delete, which is really good, because really you want it to flow like a movie. So I always like to include, I don't want it to just be cutscenes. I like to include gameplay, because some of these games now, story is being told through the gameplay, like while you're playing. So I want to turn off the HUD, and I want to try to angle the camera in cinematic ways, and just, kind of film it as if I was like filming a movie, and I'm trying to be the director as I'm playing the game. So they are pretty fun. So you want to be Marsha Lucas? Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. She helped bring, some of the best stuff for us. Give me the movie edit version of RE 1 through 8 before 9 drops. Oh my god. I think there's quite literally not enough time to even consider doing that. Turning 7 and 8 into movies would actually be pretty interesting because it's in first person. So it would be like turning those into a movie would probably feel more like those found footage movies, where everything's like the handheld camera and you're like in the character's point of view. That could be fun. Like, treat it like a found footage movie. Or Resident Evil Cloverfield. I could do like a whole... Oh man, the gears are turning. I could do like a whole introduction. Like it types out on the screen. Even use the typewriter sound effect from the game, talking about in whatever year, I forget what year. I think 2017 is when RE7 takes place. So let's say that, for example, is like, back in 2017, the Baker family had gone missing, assumed dead, no foul play found, and then eventually we discovered, something like footage was discovered of a visitor that reached the Baker house, and here are the events that occurred on that night in 2017. Like, whatever, like treat it like an Unsolved Mysteries or something like that, and then it's like, here's the footage. And I could even put a filter over the footage. Oh yeah. I'm the found footage movies. Oh my god, let me tell you a quick story. Blair Witch, which was really, like, in my opinion, that's the one that fully popularized the whole genre. In fact, that might have been the one that named the genre, the found footage genre. That movie came out in theaters, and we got to the theater late, and this was before you got assigned seats, everyone. You didn't have your seat number on the ticket. You got your tickets, and then you make sure you get there on time. And we did not, and the only row that was open was the front row. So we watched Blair Witch Project like this. I was so dizzy after watching that movie. Because it's shaky cam like crazy in that movie. And we are this close to the screen and looking up at it. So not only did I get all dizzy, but my neck was killing me by the end of it. And then the cherry on top, as we were all heading home, it was a late showing. It was like we were coming home around, it had to be close to 2 a.m. by the time we were leaving. And there was a town-wide power outage. We were heading back to our friend's house. That's where we were spending the night. And the whole town lost power. So it was pitch black. It was just extreme darkness. And this was in an area with lots of woods and everything. So it was just like, oh my God, what is going on? But there are some found footage movies that I do like. I enjoyed Cloverfield. Yeah, we were straight up her nose. Yeah, that scene where she's just dripping everywhere. Oh my god. Yeah, we were right here. It was just insane. I do like some found footage ones. There was one, like, I enjoyed Cloverfield, but one that I really liked was, I'm trying to remember because there were two that came out like back-to-back years. It was the later George Romero Night of the Living Dead movies, and I believe it was the one that was called Diary of the Dead. I think that's what it was, Diary of the Dead, and that was done as a found footage, and it was actually handled really well. There is obviously some shaky cam, but it wasn't as extreme as some other ones. So that one was actually pretty fun to watch. But yeah, I'm just thinking, like, that would make a lot of sense if I turned RE7 and RE8 into movies, being that they're in first person. You could put Village in third person now, but I think it just plays better in first person, in all honesty. Darth Maximus, what's going on, dude? It's the same, can't watch that kind of filming, headache and nausea for a good while. Yeah, it gets crazy. Like, I try playing VR games. My son plays them like crazy, and it doesn't affect him at all. He could play them for hours upon hours and not feel a thing. My daughter can play for a long time, but she eventually feels something, and she knows, and she's like, okay, I got to take a break. I can only play for a little while. And I never, like, growing up, motion sickness and stuff like that, it wasn't really something that I dealt with a lot. Like, I didn't get car sick, I didn't get boat sick or anything like that. But something about the VR where, you know which one got me, was playing Gran Turismo, driving the car in VR. It was something about steering and turning the car. And you know, when you're driving a car, you feel the movement of the car. Like you become like the car becomes an extension of you, so you feel the movement. But that's missing because obviously I'm not really driving a car. So then I think it's like my body tries to compensate for it. My mind is trying to figure out, why are we not feeling what we normally feel when we're driving the car? And I guess it almost like tries to simulate it. I don't know. It's weird. I could only do like a couple of laps and I'm like, I got to get out of this. But that said, I've played Resident Evil 7 in VR and RE4 Remake in VR. And again, I can only play for some time, but I can play those longer than a driving game. So I don't know, maybe it's something about being in more control of the movement, like the camera movement and stuff. I do better with that. But man, yeah. But anyways, found footage stuff, it's not for everyone. It can get very, very shaky. Obviously, if I did it that style with like RE7 and stuff like that, it wouldn't be like shaky cam all over the place. It's going to be the gameplay. You know, I would just try to film it or capture it in a way where it try to, feel like a movie. But I didn't see Apollo 11. That was like a horror movie that came out not that long ago, right? Wasn't that, or a thriller or something like that? It was, but I didn't see that. Oh man. All right, guys. Let's do this. Let's get into the Jedi Power Battles. Let's find out what's in this box. I'm excited for this one. And what we'll do, we'll treat it like VGM. I'll do an introduction portion. We'll do that for the sake of the recording for an edited video, and then we'll take it from there. So let's take a look. We'll do this here together and get this recorded for the sake of the intro. All right, here we go. We'll get it out of the way. What's up, everybody? Welcome down to the Mac Cave for another unboxing. Today we are unboxing the collector's edition of Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 5, the PS5 edition being the collector's box. And this is the box right here that we are going to be opening up and finding out what kind of goodies are inside that came with this limited run games edition of Jedi Power Battles. All right, so there we go. We got the intro here. Oh, Apollo 18 was the horror movie. Gotcha. And that came out in 2019. Oh, Jeff, what's up, dude? You missed last night's stream. Battlefront OG was depressing. The game is dead. We literally, the entire night, found one other human playing the game. And we played a bunch of matches, and we kept being on opposing teams. No voice chat or anything like that. But we found literally just one other person playing. And it was just sad, because I love those games. The Battlefront games are great, and they're dead. And I can't explain why. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm going to be playing more of it. I have fun playing against the bots. It's okay. The AI does pretty good in that game, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe that game gets like a resurgence at some point. Maybe it gets popular again somewhere along the way, but I don't know. For now, all you can really do is play it single player. It's sad. It's very sad. All right, guys, let's start with the Nintendo Switch copy, because this is just the standard edition of Jedi Power Battles. And one of the things I'd like to point out on the cover art is that they did an update even in this art. If you take a look at Mace Windu, he has a purple lightsaber on the cover. On the original release of this game on the PS1 and the Dreamcast, Mace Windu had a blue lightsaber, and in-game he also had a blue lightsaber, but they updated it, and now he's got purple. So, pretty awesome. But here is the front cover of the Nintendo Switch, released by Aspyr and Limited Run Games, and then we got a little bit of a preview of the gameplay and everything on the back. I really like this game. It's a ton of fun. It is a 1 or 2 player game, couch co-op. They did not add online multiplayer to this, which is crazy. I don't know why they didn't make it online multiplayer, but I hope one day they update it and add that. So I think that would be super cool. It's a huge missed opportunity not putting that in there. Now, with this edition being just the standard copy on the Nintendo Switch, I'm not expecting there to be much of anything in here other than the cartridge. We did recently open up that special edition copy, the Day 1 edition of Terminator 2D No Fate, and on the Switch it had an instruction manual, and that was pretty amazing, and I was so happy about that. But I'd be very surprised if there's an instruction manual in here. That would be pretty crazy. So let's find out what we got. Let's open it up. Oh my god, there actually is. Is that a manual in there? Yo. Oh my god, I think it is. Well, first off, let's take a look at the cartridge. There it is. There's the cart. Let me turn this way towards the camera. Get that to focus in if I can. Come on, camera. Alright, it doesn't want to focus in there. But we got Obi-Wan and Mace Windu on there again, and the entire game is on this cartridge. It's not a digital copy, but let's find out what this booklet is. Is this actually an instruction manual? Could it very well be? Oh my god, it is. Look at this. We got all about our Jedi and how to upgrade their points and everything in the game. It's not in color, but it's like, it's also not black and white. It's like blue and gray. We literally got an instruction manual in a Nintendo Switch game. This is now my second Nintendo Switch instruction manual. That is incredible. Nothing really on the back there. Oh wait, actually you can kind of see that symbol from the Jedi Temple. That's pretty cool. But that smaller size instruction manual, very similar to how we got that quick start guide in Terminator 2D No Fate. This is awesome. This is a very cool surprise to get that in this case. And then we got a little shot of Naboo in the background there on the inside artwork. Not a flip cover or anything like that, but this is very cool. I am very happy to see that not only do we have an actual physical cartridge, we have an instruction manual as well, and that is freaking awesome. So that is a huge win by Aspyr and Limited Run Games with Jedi Power Battles on the Nintendo Switch. Very, very cool. Okay, guys. This is where the fun begins. We got to get into this box featuring the clankers on the cover here, and then we've got some artwork and everything on the back here, giving a description of the game. Very cool box. It's got a bit of weight to it, which is pretty cool. But again, I pre-ordered this back in August, and for the life of me, I can't remember what comes with this collector's edition. And this is the PlayStation 5 collector's box. Now, on this box, I was looking over it. There's nothing on this box that says anything about PlayStation, which tells me the collector's edition for the PS5, the Switch, and the Xbox all come in this same box. So the only difference really should be the version of the game that's inside here. So let's get into this and find out what we have. I'm going to get into the plastic here. Try to be nice and gentle with this here. I don't want to accidentally rip anything. Okay. And we'll peel that off of there. There we go. Woo. Let's not bend the box. Because I do like the box. I want to be able to put this up on the shelf and keep that nice. Oh, it's actually got a, it's got like a nice, like, gloss to it. Let me see if that shows up on camera here. Yeah, you kind of see, like, the box itself is a little glossy. That's pretty cool. Like the, we got this, is that the Separatist symbol on the back there? And what symbol is this? I don't know what that symbol is. Does anybody recognize that? I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know. The packaging is pretty awesome looking. Significant Rogering. Yes. Now, is this a slip cover? Or is this like a open? I think that's a slip cover. Oh, yep, it is. Okay. So let's pop the slip cover off. I see the same. Okay, so we've got this artwork on the back here. I'm just going to move this aside. And we've got the same artwork on the inner box here. So we got the clankers on the front there, the B1 battle droids, and then the same artwork on the back here. This looks like it opens up like this, like a top. It looks like it's like a puzzle box. So let's see what happens. It looks like a smiling cat. It really does. All right, well, here's the moment of truth and finding out what we've got in this box. Let me see if I can get this to pop off here. Yeah, it opens just like you were like going to build a puzzle. Come on, open up. It's a little tight. I also don't want to bend it. Kind of shake it out of there. Look at this. It's like, oh, it's just like suctioned back in. It's almost there. There we go. There we go. I got it. Okay. Here's the cover. Nothing else in there. We're going to move this aside for the moment. What do we have here? Let me just hold this up. All right, we've got the collector's number right there, the certificate. Let's take a look at that. And then I see the game under it. Okay. So this is a nice little certificate here. Limited collector's edition. There were 1,960 copies of this made. This is number 1789. Done up in that, like embossed like silver right there. Certificate of Authenticity. Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles by Aspire and Limited Run Games and Lucasfilm Games. And then it's got the copyright on there for 2025. Nothing on the back there. But this is a nice, you know, thick cardboard like certificate. So that's pretty cool. We want to keep that nice. And then, of course, we have the game itself. And then we'll get into the other contents here. So there it is. PlayStation 5 Jedi Power Battles. Just like the back of the Switch. Does this say anything about online? It says the game is 7.5 gigabytes. So that'll be all on the disc as well. Let's start with opening up the case and see if we have a manual. Do we get a manual on the PlayStation 5 version? That would be pretty cool. Do we end up with 2 manuals tonight, just like we did with Terminator? That would be very cool. Get rid of that plastic there. Okay. Smells very plasticky. All right, let's find out. Do we have a manual? Oh my god, we do. Yes! That's a win right there. I always like to take a look at the discs just to make sure we're good. And we are. We are perfect. Artwork, Mace Windu, and Obi-Wan getting full feature on everything here. But we do have a manual inside. I could see the same inner artwork from the Switch with Naboo in the background there. And then we have our manual, which I'm assuming is going to be the same idea. Just larger. Yep. Just like the Nintendo Switch, but just a larger copy of the manual. That is awesome. The fact that manuals are coming back, that's great, guys. Who would have seen that coming? I'm not seeing many, but maybe we're on the verge of that becoming a regular add-in when you buy a physical copy of a game now. That would be fantastic. I hope that's the case. Okay, so here's a view of what we got going on here. We got 2 slots up there. I think I saw what might be a coin. Let's find out what's in here, guys. Manual's making a comeback. I'm going to take the... Does this all come off together? Or is it sections? Oh, it's kind of sections. What is that? Oh, okay. Well, let's grab that first. Wow, that is super cool. We have a Jedi Power Battles coin. This thing is heavy. I'm going to take it out of the... it's like a rubber casing here. Let me take this out. This coin has some weight to it. Wow. Oh my god, that is metal. Okay, that is really, really cool. And then the back end is a droideka. I hold it up the right way. Is it? Is it rolling? Is that a rolling destroyer? I think that's what that's supposed to be. I really want it to like focus. Here we go. That is awesome. What's the symbol at the top? On which? On the top of the box or on the coin? The coin has the title, Jedi Power Battles, and then it has Lucasfilm Games on there, and then the Lucasfilm Limited on the bottom. And the back end, as far as I can tell, I think that's a rolling droideka. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Jeff says, Limited Run Games has physical copies of Jaws Retro Edition currently for sale on their site. Thought you'd dig that. I saw... Was it actually you that mentioned that a couple streams ago? I looked it up. It looks awesome. I might pick it up. It's on the maybe list. Oh, man. I can't get over how heavy this coin is. This is really, really cool. I like that a lot. I'm going to put that back into its protective case for now. We'll move that aside. Okay, let's see what else we got going on in here. I've got like 2 compartments right here. What is this? I've got a... There's something in here. Is that a figure? Oh my god, is that... Okay, that piece is empty. There is like a little like bronze figure in here. It's a Jedi. Is it Obi-Wan? Oh, come on, come out. It's Obi-Wan. Oh, that's... Oh my god, that is cool. It is a metal figure of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, come on, let me get that to... Let me move a little closer here. I want that to focus. Try the other hand. That is freaking cool. Wow. I love that. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's metal. That's definitely metal. The lightsaber is... It's definitely thin, so that could break off. So I got to be very careful with that. We've got the Lucasfilm Limited stamp on the bottom there. You know what this feels like? It's like... It feels like the tokens you would get like in like a specialized Monopoly game or something like that. Very, very cool Episode 1 style Obi-Wan Kenobi little mini statue. That is awesome. I don't even know where am I gonna put this? I don't want to lose it. That is awesome. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't remember reading about any of this stuff. All of this stuff is a surprise right now. All right, what else do we have in here? There's stuff in like an inner box. Here we go. Okay, I have... Oh, okay, that's a poster. Oh, we got another one. It's a B1 battle droid. Let's pop this one out and take... Oh, no, it's a pin. It is a B1 Battle Droid pin. Let's take them out of the package here. And that's made of metal also on this card here to hold them in place. That is super cool. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Come on, camera. Work with me. There we go. That's awesome. A B1 Battle Droid pin, and then it's got the 2 pin holders there on the back. That's very cool. Wow. There's a lot of great detail on there also. They did a good job with these. Look at that. Look at the lines and everything on there. That's very cool. I don't know what I'm going to put that on. I got to find somewhere cool for that to go. Jeff says, just FYI, Video Games Plus site had multiple different limited run Star Wars games still for sale, including Jedi Power Battles, in case anyone doesn't want to pay bloated eBay prices. Oh yeah, get them while you can. If they're still available, get them when you can. Clanker pin, love it. Yes, we got the clanker pin. The symbol on the bottom of the box is the Royal House of Naboo. Oh. We're talking about this symbol. That's cool. So that's the Royal House of Naboo. Why doesn't that look familiar to me? Do we see this in the movies? I gotta rewatch Phantom Menace. I mean, this game is definitely gonna put me in the mood to rewatch Phantom Menace. Okay, I think we have one more item in here. Yep, one more item, and it looks like it's a poster. So let's take a look and see, one, if it's a single-sided or double-sided. I can tell at least one side is the artwork with Obi-Wan and Mace Windu. Get this opened up carefully. It is a single side, and it is a smaller poster, but it's actually... It's a wide poster. I like that. Let's get that up here. Woo! Come on, open up. There we go. We got the full wide angle shot for the cover art of Jedi Power Battles. And again, they fixed Mace Windu's lightsaber, so he's got the purple lightsaber there. That's pretty awesome. This is a regular poster paper. It's not like that thick cloth or anything like we got with Terminator, and it is a single side. But this is a really cool size poster that I could get a nice frame for this. So that'd be awesome, and then it folds up nice and small there. But that looks to be all of the contents in this collector's edition for Jedi Power Battles. And again, this would have been the same contents with each version, whether you got it on the PlayStation 5, the Xbox One, or the Nintendo Switch. It'll all be the same stuff. I just want to see if I can get the contents back into here nice and carefully so I don't lose any of it. I do want to put Obi-Wan back into the bubble wrap here so that we stay nice. Pop that in there. We'll put this here. I'm just like reassembling it. We'll get the video game itself right there. Actually, I'm gonna put that into onto the shelf. So actually, I'll take the game out because that's gonna go on the shelf. But we are gonna put the certificate back in here, so we keep that nice with the contents here. I'm very happy with this collector's edition. This is a very cool set. I really like that. Let me see if I can get this back nicely into the box because I really want to keep it. I want to keep it super nice. Let's put this over here. Okay. All right. Back into the box there. And then we'll put the slip cover on there. Because this is something I'd like to put up on one of the shelves down here. Oh, I think I got to reposition something. I'll do that. I'll do that after the fact. But, man, there you have it, guys. Collector's Edition Jedi Power Battles on the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch. Down in the comments, let me know if you picked up this game in digital or physical, or did you get both? Or is this a game you'd like to add to your collection? If you're a Star Wars fan and you'd like retro gaming, I highly recommend Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. It's a very cool side-scrolling action game. It's two-player couch co-op. You play as two Jedi and you run through basically the main events of The Phantom Menace. And it is a lot of fun. This is one of those games where you play as a Jedi and you can actually deflect blaster bolts back at the enemies. So much fun. Absolutely love this game. Very, very cool. I am very happy with that edition of this game. It's very, very cool. The Trade Federation blockade and later in key scenes. Oh, you can see the symbol at that point? That's awesome. Yeah, the Royal House of Naboo, primarily seen as Queen Amidala's palace and royal ship, is a major setting in the Star Wars Phantom Menace, appearing from the beginning as they flee. That's awesome. Oh, Jeff, Jedi Power Battles. It's so good. It's so good. I have this game on the PlayStation 1, and then my favorite version of it was on the Sega Dreamcast, where it got like really cleaned up, so the graphics were even better. And then basically for this edition, they took the Dreamcast port and totally cleaned it up and remastered it for the current gen consoles. So this remaster comes out really, really nice. Scotty, what's up, dude? Let's go. Yeah, for the PS1, it's great on the PS1. Also, a nice little fun fact about the two versions, something that makes them differ. So throughout the games, you're getting points. Your high score matters. Excuse me one second. Sorry about that. I just sneezed out of nowhere and I didn't want to blow out your eardrums. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Fun fact about the two editions, PlayStation versus the Dreamcast. In the PlayStation version, one of the ways to get some extra points is breaking parts of the environment, like computer consoles and stuff like that. Finding all the equipment like throughout the Trade Federation ship and stuff like that. You can get extra points to build up your skill points. But in the Dreamcast version, they took that away. So the Dreamcast version is way prettier, but you can't break the like computer games and stuff like that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That sneeze came out of nowhere. We might have another one. But okay, that is awesome. I am very, very happy with that unboxing. Let me get the outro recorded here for the sake of the edited video, and then we'll move on to the other thing I want to show you because I am so excited about it and I can't wait to show you this. But let's do the outro for the edited video, and then we'll have that all out of the way. So here we go. There you have it, Jedi Power Battles on the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch. Oh, hold on a second, we've got a members page. We'll do the outro in just a second. Scotty Hawk, 22 months, dude, and somebody, your ears will be retro, and someday your ears will be retro too. Yeah, especially if I blow out the eardrum by sneezing into my microphone. Well played, sir. Yeah, you got me. Seems like it would be better on Switch as a retro remaster game. It plays beautifully on the Switch. And yeah, it's great. So get it on anything. It's on Steam, it's on the Switch, it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation. Get it on anything. And geez, get the original versions. They all play great. They're fantastic. But I got to tell you, the upgrade is very, very nice. This has been and always probably will be one of my all-time favorite Star Wars games. It's a lot of fun. It is very cool. You got him. All right, let's try that again. We're going to get the outro. We'll do the outro and for the edited video, and then I'll have that in there. And oh no, it's all good, dude. It's all good. All right, here we go. There you have it, Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 5. Our PS5 copy is the Collector's Edition from Limited Run Games, and we got a whole bunch of really cool stuff in that Collector's box. I'm very happy with it, but let me know, what do you think of this Collector's Edition? Let's talk about it. Well, let's say that again. But what do you think of this collector's edition from Limited Run Games? Let me know down in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. And as always, remember, keep retro gaming alive, because one day your games will be retro too. I'll see you on the next one. All right, there we go. We got the outro set for the edited video, so now we are good to go. And now, I gotta show you guys something because I'm so freaking happy. I'm so happy. For those of you that were here last week, I showed you a glimpse of something I had ordered. And I found a store on eBay that makes custom cases for retro games. And the whole point is so that they display, not only keep them nice and protected, but so that they display nicely on your shelves. And I ordered a bunch of them, and they arrived today, and I was so happy with them that I immediately ordered more. And I'm going to show you 3 examples from it because I picked 3 different consoles to go with. We're going to take a look at these cases for the NES, the Super NES, and the Nintendo 64. I love these. So the first thing that this reminds me of, and the reason that I was so thrilled to order these, is because the first thing I thought of when I saw them in the pictures and the little demonstration video on eBay, I thought of the old VHS clamshell cases you used to get in the 90s with Disney movies. And if you remember those cases, they're the nice fitted plastic that the VHS tape would fit nice and smooth. It would just fit so comfortably in there and stay in. Well, that's what this company did with the video game cases. So take a look at this. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link for the Nintendo Entertainment System, with a nice spine. It's a thick case that's very much like those clamshells. And we've got the artwork on the back, just like you were going to pick this up off the shelf at a Blockbuster or a Toys R Us and be like, you know what? Wow, The Adventure of Link. It's part 2. I want to play this. This looks really cool. Let's rent this for the weekend. Freaking awesome. And it is like, this is a solid case. And then you open it up, just like the clamshells back in the day. And the game fits in there perfectly with a fitted space designed specifically for the NES cartridges. And then you have a space here if you have the instruction manuals. And now I have even more of a reason to get more manuals because I'm going to make these complete. And then it just seals up nice. And when you sit it on the shelf, you've got the end cap. And that is incredible. I absolutely love that. The NES cases are so nice. It's a good thing Daryl's not here. He'd have a cow. Oh my god, Daryl would lose his mind with these. Especially the Zelda cases. They're so good. I got Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time. They're beautiful. So that's NES. That is a Nintendo Entertainment System case, everybody. Freaking awesome. Then we've got Super Nintendo. And I got Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, and I love that it's sideways, just like the games were, like the actual boxes for the SNES games. And again, it's in the clamshell case, and then you have your artwork and the gameplay footage and everything on the back there. And then again, just like the other ones, you have the spine, so you can put it up on the shelf and see the title and know exactly what you're pulling off of there. And then just like the other one, they're a little stiff right now because I'm just using them for the first time. It's got the fitted slot for the Super Nintendo game. And it's snug. It is designed to just fit right in there. And then again, you've got space for manuals and everything like that. And then closes up real nice. And then you have a really nice, good size, good sturdy case to protect your cartridge. And then finally, the other console I grabbed was for the Nintendo 64. And one of the ones that I picked up I couldn't resist. I had to have this in my collection. Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64. And then we've got the artwork on the back, just like you got the actual box of the game. Again, it is the clamshell cases, and then you open it all up, and you've got the fitted space for the N64 cartridge. And holy crap, these are freaking awesome. I am so happy with these. It just creaked. I am so happy with these cases because then you pop them up on the shelf and you can put them up on like a bookshelf or something like that, you know, however you want to display them, and there you have the end caps and everything's right there, especially when it comes to N64 games, because the cartridges themselves, the cartridges don't have the titles on them. They're blank. You can't put them on a shelf like that, or this. You can't see what the game is. It was just the cover art. So now you get to put it into a nice fitted case and put that up on your shelf and keep it super nice. And man, I'll tell you, I have a whole bunch of them up on the shelf there. I ordered 15 of them, and I ordered 15 more today. So those will come in a few days. But to have these up on the shelf, I'm going to have them all sectioned out on the shelves over there by system and put them in alphabetical order and everything. And I can tell you, with just the few that I have so far displaying these, I am so happy. So freaking happy. I got what else did I got? I got Rampage, I got Contra, I got all three Super Mario Brothers movies, Super Mario Brothers games on the NES. Those cases look really nice. Zelda 1, what else did I grab? GoldenEye on the N64, Link to the Past on the SNES, just a whole bunch. And then today I ordered the Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3 on the NES. I ordered Friday. I got Friday the 13th. I ordered Jaws, the case for Jaws. So that's coming. Those will probably be here on like Friday. I think it said it would come by. But oh my God, Jeff, yes, the artwork. This is still one of the creepiest cover arts like out there. But man, I got Donkey Kong 64 coming. And then I should note, I already had the games. These all what I bought were just the cases. It's just the cases, no games included. I'm taking my games off the shelf and putting them in these cases. They were, what were they? They started at $14.99 a piece, but if you order in bulk, it keeps discounting them. So I ended up getting a pretty nice discount on them. But I'll tell you guys, the cases are just, the quality of these, it feels exactly how you think it would feel. If you remember holding like those Disney movies in the 90s in those clamshell cases, it feels like that, but even more sturdy. Like these are so well made, and I am incredibly happy with this. I was thrilled when these showed up in the mail today, and just to be able to put these up on the shelf and have the artwork, the spines showing there. It's so cool, guys. It's so cool. Once I have the rest that are coming and I'll get the games all in there, I'm going to put them all up on the shelf back there, and then I'll take some pictures and post them in our community tab, so you can guys take a look and see how it all came out, because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I have some original boxes for some games, and I'm keeping those games in those original boxes for what I have. But the other ones that don't have boxes, I'm going to get these cases for. And then just have them, mixed together on the shelf, real nice. And, I love original boxes and everything, but let's be honest, getting your hands on an original box for these games and having that box be in really, really nice condition is hard to get. So a lot of times you have to just be fine with crunches in the box and mushed corners and tears and stuff like that. It just comes with the territory. And as much as I love original cases, the fact that there's an option to get something like this and have this be your replacement box, your replacement case for the game, I'll do this all day. All day. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I was so psyched to get these, and it's I just want to pull up. I'm having a brain fart of the exact name of the store. I want to let you guys know what it is so you can look it up yourself. What was it? Galaxy, the Game Galaxy. So if you go to eBay and look up the Game Galaxy, they have their shop, their store on eBay. And when you pull it up, the featured categories are going to be the different case types. So you can get NES cases, Super Nintendo, N64, and even get Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and regular Game Boy cases. Super awesome. Super. I didn't get any Game Boy cases yet. I'll get some down the road with those, but for now I'm focusing on NES, Super Nintendo, and N64 and getting those up to date. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this shop as well to see if they update anything and if they eventually add like Sega Genesis, for example, or anything else. I'm telling you, this company, this seller, the Game Galaxy, it's called the Game Galaxy where nostalgia lives. Awesome little shop. They have other items as well, but their main thing are these cases. If they add more, I'm telling you, this seller gained a customer. Like, I will be shopping with this seller for the foreseeable future, because this is just, what a way to keep your game collection nice and keep it displayed beautifully. I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. So much fun. So much fun, everybody. But, man, I love this stuff, guys. Whoo, there we go. Just as I bought repro boxes for some of my N64 and NES collection, still cardboard, but I thought some plastic protectors to keep them in. They look good. Nice. Yeah, when you get those reproduction cardboard boxes, those come out really nice too. So it's funny, right before I found these, that's what I was looking at. I was looking at reproduction cardboard boxes. I didn't even think something like this existed. It never even came to mind. And it popped up as a suggestion. It was like, you looked at this, how about this? And I clicked on it. I was like, is that a clamshell case? And I looked at it, and then the seller has not only screenshots on these, but also little videos showing them, opening the case, putting the game in it. And you could tell from the video exactly what these are and what they're made of. And it was at that moment I was sold. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's exactly what I would want. And I just, without hesitation, I went through and I literally ordered 15, like in one shot, without ever having one in hand yet. I already knew what I was getting. They laid it all out. It's all there. Perfect description of everything. And man, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. So freaking happy. But yeah, guys, definitely check it out. The Game Galaxy on eBay. I don't know if they have a shop anywhere else. That's the only That's the only spot that I've found them so far. Maybe they have their own website or anything, but I didn't see anything on eBay linking to like a separate site or anything. So it seems to be where their main shop is, right through eBay. Nerd. Come on now, you want to display your games nice. Come on now. Wait, I'll get a picture of it all back there. It's gonna look so nice. I want to get more on the shelf before I take the picture, because I want it to look like super nice. I wanted everything just to be lined up real good. I was already moving stuff around back there today, and making sure it comes together. But this made me so happy. Like, that showed up. I saw FedEx arrived. I was like, oh, I think that's it, and it was. And I'm so happy. I think by this weekend I should have the rest that I ordered. And then we'll have a nice collection up on those shelves. It's going to be super cool. But, man, this Resident Evil one is just... this is my favorite so far. Because that's what I was looking at. I was looking at the reproduction cardboard boxes for Resident Evil 2. And then the suggestion came up for this site. And, man, am I glad that it did. It's also pretty amazing that this game even works. It's a freaking marvel right here. Resident Evil 2 runs on an N64 cartridge, everybody. That's insane. Scotty's doing the crystal drawing tomorrow. Let's go. Nice. Love it, dude. What are you streaming tomorrow, Scotty? Are you doing more Arc Raiders, or is it just going to be like kind of like just a something like this? I got to get back to Arc Raiders. I haven't played in a while. I'm very, very behind on there because I've been like focused on a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's been a little tricky keeping up with everything. Oh, there it is, Black Dragon. Yes, that's the link. The Game Galaxy. That's the one. Thank you for posting the link. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, check out that eBay shop. I highly recommend them. I just left a whole bunch of feedback on there earlier today, and I mean, everything was super fast, and these things arrived like real quick. You're doing a Hawk Talks, big 2026 plans, maybe gaming after Arc Raiders. Burnout is real, so I'm open. Oh yeah, I feel you, man. That's how I was feeling with like things like Fortnite and stuff like that. I was like, I just need a break from it. Man, what could you play instead? Like if you do some gaming, what could you play? I mean, you could always jump back into Tarkov, man, if that's still going. Play some Star Wars games or something, dude. It's there's lots of options out there. Or if you got any more of those like indie games on Steam, those were really fun streams that you were doing, dude. Playing those little Split Fiction. I completely forgot about that. Oh, we got to figure that out because I want to play that. I haven't played it yet. It's not even open. It's sitting. It's right there. It's right there. See it? You can still see the plastic is on it. I haven't opened it. I'm waiting for you, dude. I'm waiting for you. We gotta figure out a date. We gotta do this. Yeah, guys. Me and Scotty, we're gonna play the game Split Fiction. Let me grab it. All right, my wife got me this. Split Fiction on the PS5. What is this from the makers of It Takes Two? I didn't play It Takes Two, but this game just like the story looked really cool, where you're playing like through different puzzles and stuff, but going through. It's like the genre keeps changing throughout. I think the disc came out of the thing. I'm gonna take the plastic off. Scotty, I'm going to unbox it. I think the disc is off of the thing. I don't want it to get all scratched. I'm taking the plastic off, everybody. We gotta save the disc. Could you imagine there's an instruction manual in here? Let's see. Okay, don't drop the disc. Yep, the disc was out. Oh my god, is there a manual? Did it get scratched? Nope. Disc is perfect. Disc is perfect. What did this come with? Nope, it's not a manual. It's a, what the heck is a friend pass? Split Fiction Friend Pass. Invite a friend to join online co-op for free on any platform. The steps are: own Split Fiction. The friend downloads the Friend Pass on the chosen platform, send the invite, and play the entire game together. What? That's pretty sick. So technically both people don't even have to have the game? That's fantastic. That takes game sharing to a whole new level. But yeah, if you look at this cover art, it's like they're in different universes, like completely different genres. And I'm not sure how it all functions, but I'm looking forward to playing that. Yes, we need to schedule a night. We got to figure this out. I'm going to finish RE4 on Thursday. Well, Scotty, what nights work for you, dude? When do we want to start this? Do we want to make it like a Friday night thing or something like that? I know your work schedule has been going a little crazy lately, so I kind of like, let's figure out what works for you, and then that way we can get something in place. Alan's calling for a Friday. What is Friday's date? The 16th. Weekends aren't good? Okay. We could do like a midweek. We could do like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something. And figure it all out. Because I've already got the Resident Evil stuff all mapped out for the Thursday nights. So I'm all set there. You're Monday through Thursday for now? Okay. We're going to figure it out, dude. We'll figure it out in Discord. We're going to get a night going and we'll make a nice thumbie. Get a good thumbnail picture. Oh, I've already got some ideas. We you know, it's split, right? So one half is you, one half is me. Which, you want the darker side or the golden side? I'll make a thumbie using this whole, like, split thing. That could be fun. You can make time on those days? Alright, cool. We'll figure it out. I wonder how long the game is. It definitely looks like a really fun adventure. How big is it? This 85 gigs. Okay. Decent sized game. Yeah, send me a face pic. I'll make a thumbnail. I'll make a thumbnail for it. I could literally put our faces on those girls. You want the Robin Hood looking girl, or do you want to be like Tron? Which one do you want to be? You want to be Robin Hood or Tron? Either way, you're going to have a nice rack. Robin the Hood? Okay, you'll be Robin the Hood. Yeah, I can make that work. This is cool. That's cool. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll figure out a night for that. That'll be super cool. All right. What has everybody else got going on, man? At this point, I'm just looking forward to Thursday. Getting Resident Evil adventures going. I was checking out Resident Evil 5 and 6 on my PlayStation copies to make sure I had everything prepped for what I want to do on there. Man, I am not looking forward to replaying 6, but we're going to do it, guys. That's going to be our longest one. RE6 will be our longest one. There's 4 campaigns we got to go through in that game. 4 of them. And that's just for the sake of, so we know the whole story. It's not like scenario 1, scenario 2. No, it's 4 campaigns that all meet up. But if you don't play all 4, you're going to have no idea what's going on. So one of you guys are going to be a girl and the other one's going to be a girl. What are you two trying to tell us? Star Wars obsession. What's up, dude? Whoa, Alan just put a whole lot of 4s in the chat. I don't know what that's for, but 4s. Let's go. Oh yeah, 4 campaigns. RE6, guys. Man, I'm gonna be tearing into that game when we get there. It's such a pain in the neck to play. That's its biggest problem. It's the controls and the camera. That's its problem. The story is actually pretty cool. So that's why I'm including it, because the story is pretty cool. But yeah, oh yeah, Jeff, it's I'm not looking forward to it. But I do have things unlocked in that game. So we'll have like an infinite magnum, an infinite shotgun, stuff that's going to help us early on, at least in Leon's campaign. I don't remember what I had unlocked, if anything, for Chris, for Ada, and for Jake. I don't know if I have anything unlocked for them. So I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, guys. And then RE7. Oh, excuse me. RE7 we might bang out in one night. I could definitely finish that game in one night. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have it in mind to possibly have 2 nights for Resident Evil 7 and possibly 2 nights for Resident Evil Village. So we'll see where it goes. But either way, it's going to lead us right into the release in February 27th of RE9. It's my most anticipated game. I can't wait. How the heck are we 30 years into this and we're coming up to the 9th mainline story game in it? Unbelievable. The other thing I want to try to get my hands on is a physical copy of the game Sweet Home on the NES or on the Famicom, whichever I can get. Sweet Home is a survival horror game that was the inspiration for Resident Evil. And I've seen ROMs of it, and I've tried the ROMs, but I want to get like the actual game, so I, get the real experience for it. So, but it's a tricky one to get. So, eventually I'll get my hands on it, and then once I do, we will play the inspiration for Resident Evil, and you guys can see where it all kind of started. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see survival horror on the NES. Really interesting gameplay style to it. So, a lot of fun. But I think that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. We had a fun unboxing. This is definitely a great edition of Jedi Power Battles. I highly recommend it. Whether you get the collector's edition or not, just get the game. It's freaking awesome. We got Split Fiction coming soon with me and Scotty, so that's going to be super fun. And then, of course, more Resident Evil, guys. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I still have only played Leon's campaign. The others just don't interest me for some reason. Yeah, it's Leon. In my opinion, Leon's campaign is the best in RE6. Jake's campaign, I would say, is a close second because it's it feels like Nemesis. It's got that like something's chasing you feel to the whole thing. So you'll see. We're gonna play through the whole thing, guys. But I appreciate everybody being here. I'm looking for the NES version of Sweet Home because that way it's in English. Because there was an English dubbed version of it on the NES. And I've looked around and find there's some like reproduction copies of it that you can get, which is basically just a reproduction cartridge that somebody dumped a ROM onto the board. Which, in all honesty, is perfectly fine for the sake of playing the game. But I want to make sure that there's nothing like altered in the games. That's sometimes when you get a ROM of a game, there could be things missing or things like adjusted, and it can be a little tricky. But the other thing is that this was a game that was released primarily in Japan. So I don't think there was ever an official North American or European release of Sweet Home. I don't think there was. So I think all of the English versions are a reproduction of some sort. I could be wrong about that. I didn't dive very deep into researching it, but I will eventually. There are some good repro carts of Sweet Home, probably easier to deal with overall. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. That's probably where I will end up with a copy of Sweet Home, is having a reproduction. Just because, like you said, it's going to be the easier one to get my hands on, and then I'll just be able to work with it with no problem. From what I've heard, reproduction carts do pretty well in the Retron, which is nice. Worst case, if I have to use the actual NES to play it, I have a way of streaming from that as well. So no matter what, I'm going to be able to get that going. So it'll be fun. So yeah, that's something I'm looking for. Just simply because that's the inspiration for Resident Evil. And it really is. I've seen gameplay and I've tried it. And it's all there. Like everything from like the creepy creatures in a mansion to the doorway sequences. It's pretty cool. The movie the game is based off of is on YouTube, and it's pretty good. Definitely some unsettling parts. Oh, somebody posted that all on YouTube. That's crazy. Oh, did you find a link, Black Dragon? Let me take a look here. Yeah, that looks like one of the reproductions. Yep. Yeah, Capcom Sweet Home. Yeah, because even the title is in English there. So NES Nintendo English high quality label USA seller. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the reproductions, and I see in the screenshots it's in English. So yeah, you play as a handful of characters. There's like 4 or 5 characters, and then they each have an ability. They have different skills. So it plays... Imagine playing Resident Evil, but playing it like the OG Final Fantasy games. It's basically what you're doing. Imagine Final Fantasy as a survival horror. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, I'll take a look through these on the links here and everything to see if there's a good copy there to get. I want to also make sure that they function well. Yeah, the artwork on there is really good. Very like classic horror movie style to it. It's got the feel. I mean, it's definitely there. You could see, if you look up anything about that game, you can flat out see why that inspired Resident Evil. So it's very, very cool. But I've always wanted to play through the whole game and get that full experience. So pretty cool. I like that stuff. A lot of fun, guys. All right, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all so much for being here on another Members Monday. Thank you all being here for being cave dwellers here. And the fact that we got Alan here tonight, that's a huge W right there. We got a big win tonight, getting Alan in on the member streams. This is awesome. I want to try to get some more member streams in too, so that he gets like a full, experience with it. We just did our VGM unboxing, so we don't have another one of those until next month, but I'll fit something in. We'll figure it all out. We'll get it done. So guys, have a great night, everybody. As always, remember, keep retro gaming alive, because one day your games will be retro too. I will see you all on Thursday, and then for another Members Monday next week. Everybody, have a good night.